This is a reading I did for Ricky. It turned out to be quite accurate, and I'm filming it for the record, for him and for me to refer to. The marker that I picked for this particular reading is King of Pentacles. The reason I picked this card is because Ricky's question had to do with cryptocurrency and becoming a successful cryptocurrency trader and making profit. The additional card that I asked the deck to provide me with turned out to be Nine of Swords. It's just an additional card for the marker. The additional card is telling me that Ricky is spending too much time worrying about this goal and worrying about these financial processes. And the person who gets the reading and who gets this card may want to consider setting aside a time to mentally involve themselves with the topic, and then just taking a break and trying to do something else, trying to think about something else, because this could also become almost like a paranoid state. The card that represents the initiation into the situation, so the initial starting point regarding this topic. For Ricky, this card turned out to be Eight of Cups. And as I explained to Ricky, Eight of Cups is a card of completion on one hand and a new beginning on the other hand. And unlike some of the other cards that we meet in the system, this is not the sort of setting aside and leaving the things that maybe you don't like. These are things, this is a lifestyle that you like and perhaps value and appreciate, but didn't work out for you. So you've tried to make it work, but it just didn't, and it's time to move on. And this is the energy that Ricky is entering this new goal with. The obstacle to reaching the goal turned out to be the Queen of Swords. And at first I didn't understand what kind of woman standing in the way of Ricky achieving his goals. And then I remembered that this card is also associated with the Justice card. And I said to Ricky that perhaps there's some sort of court process going on. And then I remembered that XRP, which Ricky is focusing on, is indeed undergoing a court case at the moment. And considering that this card came out in the place of an obstacle, I imagined that perhaps the resolution of this case has been postponed. And indeed, Ricky told me that indeed this court case initially was supposed to be resolved a while ago, but it keeps getting postponed. So I was quite happy that I did figure out that the Queen of Swords and the placement of an obstacle just literally means a court case. And also the other thing is, I mentioned a woman earlier, and Ricky told me that the judge, or the higher standing decision-making people in this court case, there are women. There's a woman or two women. I don't know much about it, but it's basically both a woman and a court case. So this is why we got here the Queen of Swords. Now, in the placement of what should Ricky think about the whole situation, we've gotten a Knight of Pentacles, a wonderful card that is prompting Ricky to just follow his plan, be active. But as you can remember, if you've studied the tarot cards, the energy of the Knight of Pentacles is a little bit different from all the other knights. All the other knights are a little bit more spontaneous and maybe more risk-taking, whereas Knight of Pentacles is actually very settled and moves forward in a very paced way. So this almost is working like an advice already, but in any case, what do you think? What to think about the situation? Think about it as a long-term plan where you have to move forward, push your agenda, stay on your track, regardless of anything that happens around you. Just keep moving forward and have a lot of patience to go through that journey. And for the advice card, actually, we've got an Ace of Pentacles, which just, in my opinion, these two suggestion cards, what to think and advice, they tie in with each other really well. They're both Pentacles, are both very positive cards. And Ace of Pentacles is obviously in the tarot world is a big fat yes. When it comes to yes or no questions, it's the initiation of the abundance energy. It is also a card of gifts. So not only is it reminding you that there are gifts for you to be received, but also for you to give. And that is something that I mentioned to Ricky, because when you give to other people and to creatures, like as in this case, the cat has the bowl. So somebody gave the cat the bowl. When you engage in the energy of giving, then that energy comes your way not only in the form of your kindness, but also in the form of the kindness of other people towards you. So you are more likely to receive some sort of gift from other people or from nature or from life. And finally, the Major Arcana card that is supposed to define this whole reading and indicate as to what part of Ricky's journey we're in when it comes to this particular topic. What is the bigger picture that we're looking at? What is the, I guess, lesson learned? I'm not a big fan of talking about life and life circumstances as lessons learned, but just for some people to understand, what is the lesson to learn? What is the stage that Ricky's at with regards to this particular situation? And we've gotten the Fool, and the Fool card is a very positive card because it's a blank slate, beginning of the journey, stepping off a cliff into the unknown kind of card. So this tells me that this whole situation is about starting something new. And remember, we're coming from leaving the old behind, and this is just a blank slate and starting something anew, and believing in yourself and believing in your higher powers and believing in the strength of your spirit and the strength of your values. And yeah, that's what this is. So I'm really happy about this reading. It just fell into place so well, and I just wanted to record it. So that's it, Ricky.